Hey guys, hope everyone's doing good. Hopefully not being too busy. So I said I was going to do a video, hopefully this week. So I'm gonna try to do this. I wanted to talk about based on all of this stuff through experiences, what I've been through, what I've seen other people in the church to go through, and just from what I've seen in general. In the Christian community. I know not all of us is perfect, but I know we strive to be a good testimony to people. Things happen. Um, People want to see how we do even when we mess up. They had to see us get back up and keep pushing, apologize when we need to apologize, fix things when we need to fix, stuff like that. Trying to walk in a different part of the neighborhood, or go away from the busy street where all the cars are at, because it's sometimes it's hard for me to concentrate and all when it's so much noise right there by my ear. Hopefully I'm doing this right because I can't hardly see. But anyways, this might be a recurring series. I might do, whether it's once a month or every other week or something. I was going to script this, but this is probably the only time I can do a video right now. I'm having to fill in. This is supposed to be my week off, and I'm filling in at least 3 times this week. I had a Monday clean the house, and I'm having to do a little bit today. It's not too bad, just laundry stuff. So I wish I gotten up earlier. I would have had time to really sit down, write some things out, really think it through. I know exactly what I want to say. But I didn't. I got up about 9:45. I have chores to do around the house. I got pets, so I had to take care of them real quick before I could do anything else. First thing I do when I get up is at least try to thank God for waking us up, letting us have another day, stuff like that. I try to put Him first, and it's just taking a minute or two, thanking Him and acknowledging that if it wasn't for Him, I would not be here today doing anything. So I want to get this moving, so I'm not dragging it on. I had to take care of that stuff. And then I forgot I had to do my somebody's laundry, so I had to do that before I walk out. I weighed myself this morning. Dropped another 4 pounds, so right now I'm at 19 pounds lost. I wish I'd gotten that one more pound, but I'm not complaining because at least I'm losing weight, even if it's slowly. At least I'm losing it. I want to get down to 140. So I got. Let's see. I had 100 when I first started. I had 100 and 113 pounds to lose. So I'm below the 100. I think it was like 91 pounds I had to lose now. I'm not the best with math, as y'all can tell. No, I can do it off the top of my head, but it takes a minute. So anyways, I'm noticing a lot. One of the things I want to talk about is whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, when there's Christians that are actually doing these fun videos, they're having fun, and I've seen it in some of the churches I've been to, at least one main one. Not trying to put anybody's church down, but I'm glad where I'm where I'm at. And you can be a Christian. Yes, we do talk about God. We are serious about a lot of things. But we actually have time to take and just fellowship, have fun, have good conversations. Sometimes you need that. But what I want to point out is there's always got to be that very select few that is like, want to say, oh, you can't have fun, you can't do that, that's not of God, that's, not godly. Okay, so where in the Bible does it say that you cannot have fun, you can't be joyful, you can't be joyful unto the Lord or anything like that, because the Bible is full of all that. Look at David. He danced before the Lord when they got the Ark of Covenant. And Paul talks about taking joy in things. So if you're always walking around with a sour face, never having fun and doing things, what makes you think somebody wants to be a Christian? If you're always looking like that and you just scowling at us, I can't say it right. I want to say scowl. Sorry, but you have a certain kind of attitude and just look on your face. It's very unattractive. Who wants to be a Christian if that's all somebody sees? And they wouldn't want to be one. I'm like, I wouldn't, me as a Christian, I would not want to be around you because you're going to be a Debbie Downer. You're going to be so negative about everything. You got to have that balance. There's a time, like, what's his face? My mind's going blank. Solomon and Ecclesiastes, it talks about there's a time for everything under the sun. And there is. A time to dance, a time to, mourn, a time to do a lot of things. Some of us just need to really get back to the basics, back to really reading what God's Word says. Take time to really pray to God about certain areas. Get the Armored Dangerous book. It's so good. And it's got different scriptures on different subjects matter. It's one of the better ones I've seen. I know some places it's like $5.99. You might get it a little bit cheaper, might be a little bit more, depending on where you get it from. If you're in the Jacksonville area, I'm trying to remember if I've seen it still there. We got the Paxton Christian Bookstore. Just be careful of where you step in there because it's crowded. We used to have Lifeway. I loved Lifeway because it's more organized, clean, cooler. It's just, I like that store. And I don't know why it closed up. They had customers, a lot of them, at least the ones I went to. But I've noticed near the end they kept changing a lot of the workers. So I don't know if it was the worker issue or what it was. I know their main office in Tennessee closed. They closed 2 years ago. Actually, no, it's 3 years ago now because I went last year. And the people told us they closed 2 years ago at that point. But Amazon should have it. Check eBay. I don't know if eBay have it, but Amazon you might have more luck with it. Or go to your local bookstore or Christian bookstore if you have one. But yeah, this is just one of the things that really bugs me, and it's like, I think it's a lot of times the older Christians that are doing it, the elderly. I'm like, why does it bug you so much that someone is having fun and enjoying life and, you're just being silly, once in a while. It's like God didn't make us to be where when we get right with Him, we have to be serious 24/7, and we can't ever have fun. We can't do nothing. We can't go to the fair. We can't have a laugh. We cannot, joke once in a while. Sometimes I'm telling you, when I've gone through stuff and to, really, some things I probably won't be able to share on this platform. It really helped when someone invited me to go do something, and it got my mind off of those things. It didn't always have to be this big spiritual talk. Sometimes it was, sometimes it wasn't. We were just having a fun day, go get pedicures, go to the mall. I said, I've been to the fair. We went out to eat. And it's just, sometimes I needed that mind and be able to have my mind off of stuff. And by the time I'm done and get back home, I'm refreshed. And it's like, I have clarity in my mind. And it's just like, oh my gosh, now I can sit down and talk to God and really pray about things and be in my right mind. And there's things I've prayed through things and kind of fasted things. And sometimes my breakthroughs came through when I was out with people doing something. So let's see what else has been going on. So anyways, one of the things that's been on my mind is maybe help some people. And I find this, again, when it's with older Christians, I've had this happen to me, and I've had this happen with other people in the church. And it's sad that it's people that are in the church. And I don't know where this idea comes from, where you have to act like you are better than somebody else at one particular thing. Especially concerning the nursery. Some of us, there's some people, even our pastor even said it, you gotta be careful how you treat each other. And apparently he's heard some things from the person that's over the nursery and some other people that have had to work it. There is people, regardless if you have kids or not, there are some that are really good with kids, and there's some that you shouldn't even have kids because you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to deal with them. And some of us ladies are the single ones, have no kids, were treated horribly. And it's like, I'm the ones that got asked to be put in nursery to help out, and by our pastor's wife. And I know, and the pastor asked her to ask me if I would be willing to step in and help out. And that's something I wanted to do. I had prayed about it for at least a good 3 weeks or better, between 3 and 6 weeks. Whether I should get in there or not, because my concern was, hey, I don't have kids. I know I've babysat kids since I was 12. So, but I know how certain people just look at you when you're not a parent. But I had my nephews and my niece. We were helping them raise them. I had them with me in church. They see how I was with the kids. So that's one of the things that was brought up when I was asked. And so, when I got in there, it was okay, but there were some people that made it really bad and horrible for me. And it's not throwing shade at them. And there's some things I had to, I'm like, oh my gosh, God, what is the heck going on? Why are they acting like that? And there's plenty of times where, I didn't get too much of answer for them. But I had been praying a lot about certain things and what I've seen in certain people. And it's like God dealt with me to, like, you don't need to do anything. Don't leave. Because there's times I wanted to leave. I know that God put me there for a reason. And God told me that you're there for a reason. You need to learn how to deal with certain people or certain types of people right now. And he just like told me to pray for them. But it was like certain people, yes, they ones that have been married for a while, they have kids, they were treating me like I didn't know how to do the first thing with kids, anything. And it was bad because like the lady that's over the nursery, she's seen some things and put me as teacher once in a while, or someone had to leave out of that position due to emergency or whatever. I was put in that position. It wasn't often, but there was some stuff, and she even said herself that she's seen some things in me that I would be good with that. But since COVID and my mom had cancer, I stepped out. I told them I could step back in and help if they need it. My issue right now is just be able to get there on time and a prayer, and they need someone that'll be more on time. I'm having to depend on rides with my mom. So I was like, once I get my car, well, the car we have right now is supposed to be mine, but I think my mom wants it. So I was like, as long as we can all three have a car, whatever. But is that a dog or? I'm sorry, I just seen something. I'm like, look weird. So yeah, I want to get some back in that, but I was like, where do we get the idea just because someone has some experience in that area doesn't mean somebody else doesn't just because they don't have kids. It's not right and cool. And I've seen how some of the people, unfortunately, are with their kids. I'm like, you gotta be serious. You can't be that serious. Like, what are you doing? But of course you can't say that because, people are going to look at you like, well, you don't have kids, you can't say anything, whatever, da-da-da. But, I'm one of those people that, like, I sit back and watch people. Not to sound creepy, but I just watch people. I kind of notice things and really look at things. And, like, I think God made me that way for a reason. And I was like, it's made me grateful for a lot of things. And just, like, it's made me think about how I want to be as a parent one day. As a wife, a person all the way around. And it's made me think, like, I know not everything goes exactly the way you want it to go. But it's okay to have a good idea or outline, like, of what you like to be like, and want to be and do, and how you want to raise your kids and all, and what kind of wife you want to be, and it's important to not just think about that stuff, but pray. Oh, I gotta come back here and get pictures of these decorations. I love Christmas decorations. I like Halloween ones too, but I like Christmas really good. Really good. I just hope I'm like getting what I'm trying to get across to everybody. Oh, that's nice. They redid this whole house. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Y'all gonna learn. I get distracted easily. Not sure if I got ADHD or not, or whatever it's called. But it's leaning a lot towards that. I want to get tested. Supposedly I'm autistic from what Social Security's doctor said. So I don't know. Some things I can see, some things I don't know. But hopefully they see more of that stuff. Anyways. But it's probably why I didn't do too well in school. I'm just like, I noticed I catch myself zoning out at church too. It's not like it's not like I'm doing it on purpose, but sometimes I'm just like, I zone out for a minute, then I'm back and I'm like, wait, what did he say? But yeah. But the whole I'm better than you thing, it's more than just the whole kid thing, but I've noticed that's a running theme a lot from what I've seen. And it just, like, I noticed certain people that's in leadership, you have to be careful that you're not doing that either with people who aren't in leadership positions and ministries, different ministries. Just because you're a Bible study leader's wife or a leader or, you know, whatever, or a pastor's wife, or, you know, like I said, over Sunday school, nursery, or over the teens or children's church, or whatever ministries we do have, does not make you better than somebody else. It doesn't give you the right to act a certain way and treat people lesser than you, like they don't know anything, like they're dumb. And like I've noticed just some people, not that I hate them because I don't, but I've seen how they're act towards either myself or other people, and I'm coming back off from them. I pray for them. I'm like, God, give me guidance. Sometimes I'm having to pray, like, how am I supposed to be a friend to them if they're acting like that? Like, and sometimes they don't take corrections from somebody like me, like certain other people. They take correction from somebody that's over them. So I'm like, how do I best deal with that situation? It's like, I'm nice to them. I say, hey, how you doing, or whatever to them, because you know, the best way to do it. And just don't be like, oh, I hate you, I don't like you, I'm not ever talking to you again. And there's certain people that they keep doing you wrong, and it's like, you might need a minute. I'm like, let me cool down, let me just back up for a minute, let me reevaluate things, pray, and just, I'll get back with you. Sometimes you have to do that to keep your sanity, to keep your Christianity and intact, and just, I say intact, but sometimes you gotta take time to be able to respond right to certain things, you know, because sometimes as human beings, we tend to, you know, act the wrong way. I'm not saying that stuff like that's happened, doesn't happen. If it does, learn from it, don't do it again, you know. So, hey, no truck's coming around. So, hopefully I can get all that when I get back to the house. Right now, there's the only two things that I'm like, I've been really thinking about, and just been on my mind and my heart. If there's anything else to add to it, I will in a later video. I should have the notes and have notes with me. Sometimes I do my best thinking when I'm walking and when I'm praying. You know, there's times that God's dealt with me to do something while I'm on my walk. I know for like 2 weeks I struggled, and He told me to help this one couple before they were even Bible study leaders. Now they have their own church. They recently, what was it, last month, they moved into a building on their south side area. So, but I know like for 2 weeks, God was telling me to help him with groceries. I'm like, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of money, and what should I do? And I'm like, you know what? I want to trust God. I want to pray about it. I'm like, I can only spend maybe $40, between $20 and $40. Like, I wasn't making much money. I'm like, I could hardly pay my own bills and stuff, but you know, I had to trust God, like, especially if he was dealing with me. But once I did it, went shopping and got them stuff, like, they both started crying, and they were telling me they were really struggling at the time. They barely had any food, and I was like, you know what, there's the reason God dealt with me to do something. I'm not saying go out there and spend what you don't have, but if God's dealing with you something, there's a reason. I know I've been blessed with stuff. I never had to go without anything. No money, no food, all kinds of stuff, you know. So God definitely watched out for me, you know. Now I'm in a position where I can, you know, still being taken care of by God. And I don't know what else to really say to follow that one up. I always, I guess the moral of the story, to always trust God, you know. But I think this is where I'm going to end the video. I want to come back and, well, the stuff is not, one side of the house, one house is, the stuff is not completely up. It's good. They got the little, I call it floaties, but the blow up ones. Oh, excuse me, decorations in the yard. I'll still take pictures or video and post them. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have, I know I'm burping a lot too. Had a mini coat. Allow myself to have that this morning. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.